Hi there, Taurus, and welcome to your soulmate reading with me, Priscilla B. And you are probably having some weird dreams lately, Taurus. Okay. And you're probably like, what are these dreams? And why am I getting these dreams from a possible soulmate? I feel like. So that's what I'm here for. I'm here to basically decode, decipher, however you want to. I like deciphering, honestly. Um, so that's my terminology. But it's like the same thing. It's the same thing. So basically, we're going to be figuring out what the message from your soulmate is. Okay. So, yeah. So let's see. I'm going to be drawing your card. Actually, you know what? I'll do your soulmate's card first. Okay, King of Pentacles. Yup, there's your soulmate riding in on his horse, Prince Charming. Okay, Taurus. And now your card for your energy is this Nine of Swords. Wow. So you got like the fairy, and she's been betrayed here. You can see there's a lot of like swords around her, crows around her. I feel like the crows are kind of coming in though to like help her see that she's not like, as trapped as she may feel, Taurus. Okay. And again, this is your energy here. So we're going to decipher that and figure that out. Okay, so yeah, let's just start with that. Let's just start with you and your person, okay? And go from there. All right. So this Knight of Pentacles, let's take a look here at this Knight of Pentacles. All right, let's see. Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so hard work, responsibility, and diligence. This card symbolizes a time when you are dedicated to your tasks and committed to seeing them through with meticulous attention to detail. It signifies a strong work ethic, reliability, and the ability to make steady progress towards your goals. The Knight of Pentacles encourages you to embrace a methodical approach, be patient, and take your time to ensure that you produce quality results. It symbolizes a time of perseverance and a steady journey towards achieving your ambitions. Yay. Okay. And then we have the Nine of Swords for your energy. Nine of Swords. Anxiety, worry, sleepless nights. This card symbolizes a state of mental distress often caused by overthinking, fear, or a sense of impending doom. The figure in the card is shown sitting up in bed, hand to the face. Okay, well, that's not happening here for you. Okay, I'm not getting that. Okay, you're actually there. You're out in the snow, right? You feel cold. You feel like wintertime is a very isolating time of year and season. So, like traditionally, I guess it would mean like you're having these anxieties, these worries, these stressful things, but your soulmate is coming into your dream with this message of like hard work and diligence and all these like positive qualities that you're looking for in a soulmate. And that's probably going to be like a sense of calmingness for you, honestly. So let's see what your message is from your soulmate. Ooh, we got the King of Cups. Yep. They're your emotional savior there. No, I'm just like, but they're like your emotional support person, soulmate. Okay, they're your emotional support soulmate. I feel like that's like a thing now. It's like you need someone who like understands your feelings, right? Or maybe they're like sympathetic. Maybe they haven't gone through what you're going through, but they're definitely like sympathizing with you. So they're very emotionally like there for you. Emotional mastery. They have a lot of compassion for you. There's a sense of diplomacy here. They're empathetic, wise, and in control of their feelings. The King of Cups invites you to embrace your emotional intelligence and offer guidance and support to others with empathy and understanding. It symbolizes the ability to navigate emotional challenges with grace and diplomacy. This card encourages you to lead with kindness, wisdom, and emotional stability. That's their message to you. They want you to use kindness, wisdom. They want to encourage emotional stability here for you. Okay, these are all really, really positive things that they want for you. Okay, so your message back is the world. Okay, so this is probably the type of energy that you're sending back to them right now. Okay, Taurus. So the world energy. I really honestly love this energy for you because it's like once you get their message, it's like you're all of a sudden you're calm again. Look, she's sitting on the world, meditating, butterflies, lotus flower. It's like all very soothing meditation, calming rituals. Yeah. So let's see here. Completion, fulfillment, and wholeness. See, it's basically like your soulmate completes you, right? Obviously we know, like, deep down inside we can practice self-love, self-mastery, but it's just nice to know that your soulmate is thinking of you in that way, and gives you that feeling. That's a positive sign. It represents a time when you have reached significant milestones or achieved a state of wholeness and integration. The world signifies a sense of accomplishment and the realization of your goals. It encourages you to embrace a sense of fulfillment and celebrate your achievements. The world card is a symbol of harmony, balance, and the recognition of your place in the grand scheme of things. Okay, so your soulmate wants you to know that you do have a place in their world and vice versa. There is a place for you, which is a really beautiful sentiment when you think about it, because oftentimes we don't really get that in life, and that's why it makes it so significant when we do start seeing these energies appear in our lives, because we might not always be able to make out the full imagery, and we might not always be able to encounter something visually, it might seem a little bit more hazy at first when you're in your dream world, but in your waking life, that's a totally different story, right? It's very real, it's tangible, you can feel it, you can touch it, you can see it, right? So being able to pick up on your soulmate's energies, and their message for you is I don't want you to have any more nightmares, basically, is what this is saying. It's I don't want you to be in fear anymore. I want you to feel emotional mastery over your own sense of peace in your life, your own sense of completion and fullness and awareness and wholeness. They want you to celebrate your achievements. They want that for you. Okay, so now we're going to go into the subconscious. Okay, so just bear with me, Taurus. So I'm using my Alice in Tarotland deck for that because I think it fits the theme here. So we're going to pick up on your soulmate's energy subconsciously. Okay, which just translates to their inner thoughts, and on a much deeper scale than your average thought during the day. I guess it's a more deeper thought process, and yeah, basically thoughts and things they might not necessarily be able to say out loud, but they're thinking about. Okay, so Knight of Pentacles is to the Two of Cups. Interesting. Honestly, this is a good sign, because this is, again, a union here. There's a union happening here between two people that are like obviously clearly in love with each other. Okay, so it's just like your other half, right? Like you fill their cup, they fill your cup. Again, it's going into like emotional stuff. Okay, so this soulmate is very emotionally connected with you. I mean, the King of Cups, clearly your soulmate is showing up as the master of emotions in your life. So yeah, they're definitely really want to like emotionally, I feel like, be with you. Okay, there isn't a lot of physical energy here, but there's definitely a lot of emotional energy here. So Two of Cups. Partnership, mutual relationship. Okay. Sorry. All right. So this Two of Cups is all about partnership, mutual relationship. The Two of Cups symbolizes harmony, partnership, and mutual understanding. It reflects balanced emotional exchange and connection. This card signifies a strong synergistic relationship on an emotional and philosophical level. It can be romantic, platonic, or business oriented. A mutual beneficial relationship is here, or it's on its way. You will push each other to reach new heights. Career, working with partners or colleagues can help both of you achieve your goals. There may be negotiations involved, but it would be from a place of respect. Okay, that's like all really positive energy. Okay, Taurus. So your soulmate is definitely bringing in positive energies. Okay, and there's even this like cute, adorable little butterfly, like fluttering right between you guys. And you guys are like sharing this cup. Like you have your own cup, I feel like, but your person has their cup too. Like they still want to give to you, you know? Yeah, and then two snakes tied around here with the bow, and there's a dragon. I mean, it's all like really symbolic to like how you guys like work together in time and like in sync with each other. So I'm definitely picking up on like a timeline here, and there's also this like little pocket watch too. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look at your energy that your soulmate is picking up on. Because that is definitely both of your energies together. So your energy individually, ooh, you got the Fool card. Okay. Yeah, you've got to take a leap of faith here and trust in yourself. Believe in yourself. Okay. Interesting. There's like the doe is like the symbol of innocence. There's a pocket watch here too. Yeah, I mean, they're seeing this other like side of you. Yeah, this timeline is showing them like a different version of you and like your priorities and like what you place value on, like your time and your value on, because time is value. Let's see here, the Fool. So we have new journeys and leaps of faith. The Fool represents new beginnings, curiosity, and the spirit of adventure. This card encourages openness, trust, and stepping into the unknown with a hopeful heart. The Fool symbolizes new beginnings. This is the time to take risks and embrace opportunities. You may be embarking on an exciting new chapter in an existing relationship, or a new relationship is just on the horizon. The moment is right to do something new with your career. Take on the project. Ask for a promotion. Explore a job opportunity. The world is your oyster. All right. Yeah. I feel like they definitely sense this in you. Like they definitely want you to have an adventure here with them. But you have to like trust yourself first, like fully, before you can trust someone else. So All right, so let's see with this King of Cups energy, because this is the emotional mastery. So let's see what your soulmate has to say about that. Okay, yep, the Five of Coins. So you have these people inside this building. It looks like they're having some kind of party. And then on the outside, you have Alice and the frog, or the toad. Okay, and they're outside in the cold in the snow, which definitely fits the Nine of Swords energy with the snow as well. So I feel like they've been there, like they know like how it feels to like not be invited to the party, or like not be, not be included in that, and just being like on the outside looking in. Okay, so yeah, I don't know if you've ever seen like the original like Wuthering Heights, but there's like this scene where Kathy and Heathcliff are like outside, and it's like it's cold and it's raining, and they're looking inside at the party, and Kathy like wants to be at the party, like she's fantasizing and imagining herself like being a guest there, because she knows that like she doesn't have a lot of money and wealth, and like she's not gonna get invited unless like by some random encounter or chance, right? But Heathcliff is like less interested in that. Like he's not like drawn to that world as much as she is. But anyways, so let's see. Five of Coins. So we have financial loss, illness, and isolation. But there can also be a recovery from loss, and there also can be an end of a hardship. This card represents difficulty, struggle, and seeking support, and encourages resilience and awareness of available help. This card symbolizes financial hardship or illness. However, help is available nearby. You may have to swallow your pride and ask for the help or seek it out. There may be issues stemming from money or feelings of being left out in the cold. If there is love, then these problems can be worked through. Work can be difficult right now due to a job loss, reduced income, or feelings of isolation at work. Be careful with your finances as you weather the storm. Reverse, the stained glass window becomes the light at the end of the tunnel. Stay hopeful. Your hardships are close to coming to an end. Yeah. Your soulmate definitely wants you to see both sides to the coin, like both sides to it. Like they don't want you to just focus only on the isolation that you've been feeling. That's coming across like very strong here. In fact, it's like they know you've been out in the cold. They know you've been isolated for a really long time, but they're like encouraging you to see the light at the end of the tunnel and just like keep going regardless. Like, not to stay in the dark, not to stay in the shadows. And I just did like all the signs shadow readings and dream shadow readings. So yeah, it's definitely coming out of that and like focusing more on like your light work, and that perspective and that like side to the equation, to like all the deciphering going on here. Okay, now let's take a look at the world energy as far as your overall like feelings about this connection. Your soulmate obviously holds you in like really high regard, like in a spiritual aspect. So let's see. Oh, okay, yeah, Four of Coins. Five of Coins and Four of Coins. Okay. So this might be a little bit more about how you see yourself deeper, you know. Materialism, hoarding, and saving, overspending, greed, and bad finances. The Four of Pentacles symbolizes security, stability, and holding tightly to resources. It reflects the need for balance between control and openness. On the positive side, this card indicates you've accumulated wealth. However, it warns against materialism. Be careful that your desire to make or hoard money does not become an obsession. The relationship may be clingy or full of jealousy. If trust can't be established, it could be time to walk away. You may be working a miserable job for the sake of a large paycheck. On the other hand, you may be refusing to share responsibilities or ideas. Ask yourself if all the extra work is worth it. This card can mean you are spending too much. Alternatively, it can signify greed. Reassess your finances. Okay, so wow, that's getting into like some serious serious materialism there. It's interesting because it seems like your soulmate is like seeing you this way and they know this is like the real you, but there's also this like deeply rooted, like subconsciously message coming through that like you're worried about finances, you're worried about money, you're stressed out about things, but then you get some kind of like reward or like some, you know, abundance here, but you're like so worried that it's just gonna like fade away in like a minute or a moment, right? A second here. Okay. So that could be what's limiting you to, like decision wise, like making decisions about this connection is definitely stemming from like a money perspective, like a financial perspective. Okay. So we're gonna get into that in just a moment. All right, so that being said, we're going to get into the Atomic Tarot. Okay, this tarot card, I'm just like warning you in advance. It can be a bit intense with the reading and the description of the cards. So just keep that in mind because every time I read from this deck, I'm like, whoa, this person is a very intense soul, which I totally respect. It's just sometimes my readings I'm not like expecting that or anticipating that energy to come through, but it's appreciated. It's necessary, I feel like. So up first we have your soulmate's energy and we have the Hierophant. Okay, so we're about to take a look at this Hierophant energy. So this is your soulmate's Hierophant energy. So a thing with no limits previously is given a name by the Hierophant. That is the nature of the Hierophantic task. What does not change is the will to change. CO. A priest is someone who gives name to the mysteries, who speaks its words first, so that those who follow after can understand something that before was opaque because it had not been spoken into existence by the correct speaker, one worder, priest, or Hierophant. The angels that touched us on the head before we were born with the letters of the Hierophant in joyous conjugation, as words which now are spoken for as sentiments, organs. A sensualist then is the progeny of the speaker of names, gods in the making. Divinatory meanings, payment of debt, evolution, aesthetics of love and wisdom, goodness, generosity, dispenser of blessings, artistic ability, order, temporal power, strength, teacher, student, relationships, leading by example, scientific discovery, perseverance, granting of permission, expression of the creative will, bridging of the two worlds, a great return, higher self, mirror of possibility. Reverse readings, cashing in, betrayal, disciplinary indulgence, lack of discrimination, presumptions of hierarchy, temporal power, fascist charisma, materialism, and nostalgia. All right, so now that we have your person's energy, let's get your energy. Ooh, discs, bravery, Taurus. This is like a volcano eruption here. So bravery, the root of the powers of earth, fear, auspicious circumstance, new life, opportunity, advancement, increase, wealth. And you were worried about that, like, but it seems like now you don't need to be worried about that. which is a good thing. Um, so let's see what the combination here of your energy and your person's. Ooh, we've got the Eight of Swords. Okay. So this is going to just tie it all together. And then I'll draw you a shadow crow message. So Eight of Swords. Interference, Hod of Yetzirah, Jupiter and Gemini, dead end, restriction, failure, no escape, vicious circles, and dependency. Yeah. That's what's like kind of like getting in the way. Like this is like deeply rooted in like a connection that like your person is there for you emotionally, but like a lot of blockages are happening like physically because there isn't a lot of physical stuff here. There aren't like any wands. Um but that's the clarity you need. Okay. And then for your Shadow Crow cards, we have reflection. Reflect on experiences to gain insights and personal growth. Self awareness leads to positive change. Okay, so you and your person are doing a lot of reflection, and there's a friendship here. Like crows who form lifelong bonds, cherish the friendships that bring light to your life. Okay. Um, so reflecting on your friendship, I think, is important here and crucial here. And then for your Mystic Whispers, we have no, the bridge closed to widen new trails, and every crossed border expands the soul's map. No travel. Travel, no. Okay, Taurus. So that's my message for you. And your soulmate at this time, Taurus. Love and light always. Thank you so much for watching. Take care now. Bye.